Hello and welcome to Newsroom series. Today, I'm Olumide Macaulay. Thank you so much for joining us. Our focus is the Southwest region, but first, our top stories. The National Assembly has urged the Supreme Court of Nigeria to dismiss the suit filed by the 11 governors from the People's Democratic Party, challenging the declaration of a state of emergency in River States. In its response, they contend the suit was procedurally flawed and lacked merit. It further argued that the court lacks the jurisdiction to entertain the suit and should award 1 billion naira in costs against the plaintiffs for filing what it termed a frivolous and speculative suit. In a preliminary objection, the National Assembly faulted the plaintiff's suit and urged the Supreme Court to dismiss it, arguing that the court lacks the jurisdiction to entertain the case, particularly against the second defendant, which is the National Assembly. Additionally, the National Assembly argued that the plaintiffs did not secure resolutions from their respective state houses of assembly, a prerequisite for approaching the Supreme Court under its original jurisdiction provisions outlined in the Supreme Court Original Jurisdiction Act of 2002. The National Assembly also argued that the plaintiffs failed to comply with due process, as stipulated under Section 2, Schedule 2 of the Supreme Court Additional Original Jurisdiction Act 2002. The 11 PDP governors had approached the Supreme Court to raise questions on what authority the president has to suspend a democratically elected state institution and replace it with an unelected one. Now to security. Troops of 6th Brigade Nigerian Army, Sector 3 of Operation Wellstroke, have neutralized a bandit and recovered firearms in 2 separate operations in Taraba State. The operation, codenamed Operation Lafia Jama, aims to flush out criminal elements and deny them freedom within the brigade's area of responsibility. This is contained in a statement issued by Captain Olubodunde Oni, the Acting Assistant Director, Army Public Relations Brigade, Nigerian Army. According to the statement, on the 3rd of May 2025, acting on credible intelligence, troops conducted a precision operation around Gafara village in USS in Usa local government area, a notorious crossing point exploited by bandits to harass locals and steal motorcycles and other valuables. Troops strategically deployed to monitor the area engaged the criminals in a fierce firefight. One bandit was neutralized during the encounter, while an AK-47 rifle and a motorcycle previously stolen from a civilian were also recovered. In a separate operation, troops responded swiftly to information on the movement of suspected bandits transiting from Tongo and Garin Alkali in Adamawa State towards the Shana community in Bali local government of Taraba. The operation led troops to Yukunsu Forest, where they made contact with the suspects. The bandits, overwhelmed by the superior firepower of the troops, fled in disarray. During the exploitation phase, troops recovered a locally fabricated revolver gun, 1 AK-47 magazine, 3 rounds of ammunition. These successful operations further demonstrate the commitment of the 6th Brigade, Nigerian Army, Sector 3, to the safety and security of law-abiding citizens across Taraba. Members of the public are encouraged to continue providing them with timely and credible information to flush out criminal elements in the state. Speaking of states, we turn our attention to other states, this time in the Southwest region, where is our area of focus. The Lagos State government, through the State Agricultural Development Authority, has called on stakeholders in agriculture to embrace technology to enhance and sustain food sufficiency and security. The State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusonya, who made this comment during the 2025 pre-season training held at the Agege area, says the training will equip field officers with knowledge needed on farm adaptive research planned for the year.
It is the 2025 pre-season training exercise for selected farmers in Lagos, agricultural extension agents, and other stakeholders in the agriculture sector. They all converge on the Women's Development Center, Agege, to acquire more knowledge on how to run their businesses better and gain more profit. The training centers on AI-powered urban agriculture in Lagos State, enhancing agricultural extension services for increased food production.
over the years, agricultural extension has evolved. And if we want to be relevant and to follow the trends, then compulsorily we must follow artificial intelligence.
A lot of farmers are not doing smart farming. That's why you see that the yields are not coming. So when we're looking at smart farming and we're looking at AI farming, a lot of things would happen.
The state is paying attention to the agriculture sector, and the government says the workforce will be continually strengthened to achieve food security.
The AI-powered urban agriculture is equally inclusive. So we're not just talking about rural farmers, we're talking about urban farming. We're not just talking of manual, we're talking of automation, we're talking of smart agriculture. So it blends with the development of the 21st century economy in Lagos State. Food security is social security. Therefore, all agriculture must be smart. We have to work in tandem with the development of the society and the civilization we have. And right now, smart agriculture is the in thing, and AI is equally a nice tool to achieve that smart agriculture.
The State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems acknowledged the Extension Officer's pivotal role in the agricultural space and encouraged them to take full advantage of the capacity building extension.
To be honest with you, when I look at you all, it's not from a place of envy, it's from a place of admiration and true and utmost respect. Because what you do, a lot of people cannot do it. And unfortunately, people don't see what you do. I wish some of you, when you are going into these areas, you do a video live. Let people see where you are going to offer extension services. So I think it behoves on us. Where we want to be placed, we have to work and fight for that placement, for us to be given a place of privilege.
Artificial intelligence is needed across all sectors, and agriculture is not left out. The Lagos State government is very much willing to imbibe technology to achieve food security in the state.
The chairman of Ipaja-Ayobo Local Council Development Area, Mr. Ladi Oluwaluni, has empowered 500 residents of Alimosho with a sum of 100,000 naira each to support their business. Mr. Oluwaluni, who is speaking at the ceremony, says the initiative is the first phase and more people will also be assisted with funds during the second phase.
Call it a lucky day for residents of Ipaja-Ayobo, and you may be right, as they gather at the local council development area to receive a cash support from the newly elected chairman of Ipaja-Ayobo LCDA. The initiative, tagged Ajumoshe Season 1, is targeted at 500 residents to support their daily living by giving them 100,000 naira each.
We mark the historic step by empowering over 500 people. Between me and you, on the stickers is 1,000. This one is the phase 1, which is Ajumoshe Season 1. We are still going to do another 500. And I can assure you, each and every one of you will go with 100,000 naira each today. This is not meant for an event. It is a bold declaration to our administration, unshakable commitment to fostering economic prosperity, uplifting life, building a vibrant, inclusive Ayobo Ipaja SCDA.
Some of the All Progressives Congress Party members applaud the chairman for putting the interest of the people at heart.
This is the first time this is happening in Alimosho Federal Constituency. I put our hands together. Our Excellency says I should advise our beneficiaries, like Honorable Ajamade said, is to use this money given to you, use it very, very well. That is the only thing you can do to them that they will appreciate you.
The beneficiaries receive their money one after the other and are grateful for the gesture.
I don't think I've ever been part of something like this ever since I was born. And this is the first of its kind in Ipaja-Ayobo. So I'm so happy today.
This is a very good initiative very, very good initiative, which is the first of its kind. I know he's going to really do well, and Ayobo Ipaja will also be uplifted through this initiative.
Away from the empowerment program, the chairman also commissions 4 landmark projects, including the newly built and furnished legislative building, handing over of the LCDA's first ever ambulance to the council's health center, a restroom for traders, and the opening of Kufo Street, a vital project designed to ease movement and boost the local economy.
The Oyo State Governor, Mr. Seyi Makinde, says his administration will continue to do all required to give youth in the state platforms and opportunities to unlock their potential to lead a prosperous future. Governor Makinde noted that for any nation to prosper economically, it must create entrepreneurs, commit to education of its youth, and take production seriously. Governor Makinde stated these at the grand finale of the Oyo State Government's Youth Summit 2025, held at the International Conference Center, University of Ibadan, adding that these realizations have been the driving force behind the policies of his government. Our Oyo State correspondent, Bukola Arewo, reports.
The International Conference Center, University of Ibadan, hosts the 2025 edition of the Oyo State Youth Summit, which features robust deliberations and recognition of role models and leaders of thought among young, active minds. Addressing the summit participants, Governor Makinde notes that his government remains passionate about unlocking potentials among young people because the country needs young minds that have what it takes to embrace the evolution of a new Nigeria.
We must have intensive production. We must be productive. So we have to be productive. So those really are my messages to you this morning. As some of the panelists come in to share their experiences with yourself, think about those 3 things that I already mentioned. Economic prosperity will not come except we have entrepreneurs, except we have our people educated, and except we backed it up with intensive production. And I give you the assurance that Oyo State will lead the charge. It will give you the opportunity to unlock your potential.
Citing himself as an example for self-reliance, Governor Makinde adds that there are limitless opportunities only for the minds that recognize it in all situations.
Oyo State, under my watch, will be a partner to unlocking your dreams, to unlocking, addressing your needs and fulfilling your dreams.
Speaking earlier, the Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Wasila Tadigoke, lauds Governor Makinde for driving and implementing youth-friendly policies as she encourages them to key into these by being proactive, innovative, and ready to impact their communities.
I urge you to take ownership of your potential. Call to action. Seize this opportunity and take calculated risk. Develop our skills and acknowledge continuously. Build strong networks and mentorship relationships. Stay focused and resilient in the face of challenges. Dear youth, I charge you all to remain committed to unlocking your potential and fulfilling your dreams.
Some of the participants bear their minds about the summit.
We youth, we need to come out to see what we can do. What can we do? It's always what you can do, and that's exactly what the governor, Seyi Makinde, the honorable governor of Oyo State, was saying. What can you do? What can you produce? So if you can produce something, it's always about productivity. So I think he has spoken well, and I believe many of us here, many of the youth that came have taken something home.
Part of the potentials that we have are God-given talent that we should try and exhibit it. and make sure that we bring out our entrepreneurial skills. And I believe with that, that is going to help us to have a better community.
Bukola Oriowo, Channels Television News.
The lingering boundary dispute between Oyo and Osun State is receiving serious attention from both governments to prevent any escalation or any breach of the peace as a result of the matter. At a press briefing in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, the governments of Oyo and Osun jointly commit to a peaceful resolution of the crisis, even as they blame the National Boundary Commission for the lingering border dispute between the two southwestern states. This was made known to newsmen after a high-level meeting presided over by the deputy governors of the two states, Mr. Bayo Lawal and Prince Kola Adewusi.
This joint press conference at the conference room of the Oyo State Ministry of Justice, Agodi Secretariat Ibadan, brings together top officials from the governments of Oyo and Osun State, including traditional and community leaders. The meeting aims to resolve the ongoing dispute in border communities as both governments emphasize the deep historical and cultural ties that bind their people, even as they highlight their mutual commitment to peace and cooperation.
In terms of,
they warn those causing friction to desist from such acts, as the full wrath of the law will fall on anyone caught inciting violence or making inflammatory statements.
When I was the Attorney General in 1999, I made the issue on ground, and we went to National Boundary Commission severally. But as you know, issue of boundary is so delicate and sensitive. From that time till now, we haven't had much violence or skirmishes. We will make sure, Oyo State will make sure that the boundary issue between Osun and Oyo State is permanently resolved.
Both Oyo and Osun states further call on the National Boundary Commission to take urgent steps to resolve the lingering issue to prevent unnecessary tensions among the people of the two states, while reaffirming their commitment to peace and unity as not just any neighbors, but brothers who have always lived peacefully.
our fathers, forefathers, great-grandfathers, they have a way of resolving issues, particularly boundary issues. And we have our royal fathers here present. They know the way they talk to themselves. And this is Yoruba land. I want to align with continuous engagement with the locals. Let them talk to themselves. They know how each one of them get to this spot from generations to generations. So why can't we be factual with ourselves?
After the meeting, the delegation led by the two deputy governors moved to the areas under dispute, including Lagulu in Oyo State and parts of Osun West, to identify with residents and sue for peace.
The Lagos State Police Command has put to a halt a rival cult clash that led to the death of a final-year student of the City University of Technology, formerly known as Yaba College of Technology, Yaba Tech, in Yaba area of Lagos. The command confirmed that 7 suspects have been arrested and are assisting in the investigation. Commissioner of Police in Lagos, Olorundare Jimoh, told Channels Television that the command intervention team, Eco Strike Force, swiftly responded to the situation and are ready to tackle all forms of high-priority crime across Lagos State.
A normal day on the campus of City University of Technology, formerly known as Yaba College of Technology in Lagos State. The killing of a final-year student by a rival cult group on Tuesday, April 22, will stay with members of the university community for a long time. The situation was so severe that the police deployed a special intervention force to stop further attacks and sustain peace on campus.
The fear of crime is worse than the crime itself. When I resume, I quickly introduce what we call the Eco Strike Force. Eco Strike Force is a new idea. This is to complement the already existing RRS, which is an elite police team that have been doing wonders in Lagos State. So with the Eco Strike Force, we've been able to have a firm grip on control of crime and criminality in the state.
These officers succeed in calming frayed nerves and give assurances that examinations will be completed.
I want to employ negotiation generally, especially parents and guardians, to employ it on their children and wards. They need to be law-abiding and to be peaceful. And institutions too have a role to play to ensure that they watch over their subject and ensure that they comply with the law. And nobody is allowed to take laws into his hand.
Even with the conclusion of examinations, the school management insists that all students must leave campus till further notice as the Eco Strike Force team reports back to their base in Surulere to deal with other high-priority criminal activities.
A violent clash between some operatives of the Ondo State Security Network Agency, Amotekun, and men of the State Command of the Nigeria Police has left 9 people seriously injured. The clash was said to have occurred on Sunday afternoon when the policemen allegedly attacked the cell of the Amotekun Corps in Akure to rescue a suspect linked to an alleged robbery incident. Now, according to one of the injured Amotekun operatives, one of their men had laid an ambush for the suspect after receiving a complaint that he robbed a church in the area of the city, leading to his arrest. Shortly after the arrest of that suspect, the source said some policemen numbering over 50 stormed the Amotekun headquarters, broke into their cell, and released the 18-year-old suspect that was in Amotekun custody. According to the Amotekun officers, when the policemen arrived at the scene, the Amotekun declined their request to release the suspect. He noted that the suspect was subsequently taken to the Amotekun office where further disagreements continued. To douse tension, the Ondo State Commissioner of Police, Wilfred Afolabi, has directed tactical commanders to recover both the suspect and the exhibits. Also in Ondo State, Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has flagged off the construction of the dualization of the Akure-Idorin Road. The flag-off ceremony held at the junction in Akure is the commencement of the 10-kilometer stretch, which is the first phase of the road construction.
It's another day of achievement for the Ondo State government. Residents, government officials, prominent community members, and other stakeholders are gathered for the official flag-off of the construction of the Akure-Idorin dual carriage road.
It is worthy of celebration.
In his address at the ceremony, Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa notes that the road which links the state capital will ease the movement of people and agricultural products. He assures that the project will be completed within the scheduled period, promising that no road project in the state will be abandoned.
It is worthy of celebration that we have come to officially flag off the dualization of the phase 1, which is 10-kilometer Akure-Idorin carriageway, a milestone project that embodies our administration's commitment to infrastructural development, economic growth, and improving the quality of life for our people. As we embark on this project, I want to assure you that our administration will ensure its timely completion, working closely with the contractor to deliver the project within schedule and within budget.
The paramount ruler of Akure Kingdom, the Deji of Akure, Oba Ogunlade Aladelusi, expresses delight on the flag-off of the construction of the road. He indicates that it is a demonstration of the commitment of Governor Aiyedatiwa to the infrastructural development of the state.
On behalf of Akure and Ilorin, thank you very much for doing this for us. This is just the beginning. Last time, the big one is coming. The flyover, or the other flyover, stop. The big one. So, we cannot thank you enough. We keep on appreciating you, keep on thanking you, keep on praying for you. You know, you need a prayer. God is on your side.
I hereby, as Governor of Ondo State, flag off the construction of this 10-kilometer Akure-Idori road. The name of the
It's expected that the Akure-Idori dual carriage road will serve its purpose to residents of communities around the area and bring about the much-needed development going forward.
And that's it on Newsroom series today. Thank you for watching. I'm Olumide Macaulay.